In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to be more cultured in probably 10 steps or so. The reason I'm making this video is because I think we all want to become this kind of person. We all think of ourselves as a main character, as we all should, instead of being just NPCs out in the world. So to become the main character, you have to make a life that is worth writing about, okay? So here are the steps, no particular order, but this is where we're gonna go. We're gonna get right into it. So the first is to read more. Read more books, read different books, different genres, and open yourself up to the whole world of reading. And this will ultimately get you to learn more about different perspectives, different cultures, and excite you and inspire you to do something new with your life. So I got just tons of books, and I love reading, and I read probably a couple books, 2 to 4 books a month easily. And I have other videos where you can learn how to read more books and how to read books faster. But reading is one of these things that is just invaluable because we don't have enough time to talk to everybody and get to know and go to every place that you would want to go. And so reading books allows us to do that, to speed run people's lives so that we can understand them and get a better view on what they see. And so reading is number one. And like I said, read a different variety of books. So self-help is totally fine. History, economics, biographies, fiction, science fiction, romance, it doesn't matter. Read more books. Read comic books for all I care. Just get more in there. Take in some more, and that just gives you more stuff to talk about, okay? The second thing is to watch more movies and listen to more different kinds of music. At the end of the day, becoming more cultured means you're more open-minded and allow yourself to really dip your feet into other people's perspectives. That's what this all is. Being cultured is just taking little bits and pieces from everything that you see in the world and allowing yourself to apply that into your everyday life. Okay, so watching movies and different music. I'm talking different languages. I'm talking like dubstep or whatever thing you don't think you're into. Give it a shot, listen to it. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you'll see. And music and movies are things that obviously bring us all together. So things that bring us together are things to actually go deep on. And the third point is to go deep onto things. So other than reading, music, stuff like that, go deep into topics that you love talking about or that you love learning about. And don't be afraid. People like to pigeonhole themselves all the time. But I want you to go deep into whatever topic it is. It could be freaking making a bottle in a ship or something like that. Just geek out about something, get really into it, and there you go. That's all you have to do. Get deep into the things that you really like. And as you continue to do this, as you find books that you like, as you find movies and music, and you find and you create your own style and aesthetic. And that is something that you must do. You must create your own style, your own aesthetic. And that leads to the next point. And the next point is to dress well. Dressing well does not have to be expensive. I think you can dress well on a budget, no problem. If you go to thrift stores, if you go to Walmart, they have shit that I wear all the time. This thrifted, $5, easy. Is it the most well-fitting thing? No, but it's good for summer and I know my style and it works well on my body. So find your own style and your own aesthetic. And that's gonna be great in showing yourself and showing others that you know a little bit more than the average person, because the average person dresses the same as the next person next to them. So add your taste, add your aesthetic, add your accessories, and you will look and become more cultured. The next thing is to travel, okay? Travel is probably the biggest one and will get you the most like street cred instantly, is because traveling allows you to completely free yourself from your own culture and immerse yourself into another culture. And that's what you must do when you travel. You must immerse yourself into other people's cultures. So go somewhere that doesn't speak your language. Go somewhere with friends, go somewhere by yourself, and really try to learn their customs, learn their traditions. Go to their museums, go to their shows, go to their restaurants. Try different foods. All of these things are things that are gonna make you more cultured, more attractive, more fun to be around, and is gonna create a life for you that is worth writing about, talking about, where people are gonna remember you. You wanna create the lore behind you, okay? You are the main character. I want you to live the life of a main character. And to do this, you must do these things, okay? So traveling is a huge one. Learn a different language if you can. The more shit you know, and it's not just to pose on people. It's not to be like, oh, well, I know 10 languages and I know calculus and stuff like that. It's like, no, it's not about that. It's about the limited time that we have here, why not do as much as you can? That's what we all want to do. Some people do one thing really well for their entire life and they're happy, that's their purpose, that's their thing. But if you are like me, if you are somebody that likes to do a lot of things, that has like sees that life is very short and you want to do more, then you got to do more. You have to do more. That's it. There's no like swift way or profound way of saying that. It's just you have to do more things. And again, I want to go back to maybe focus, and focus is the thing that's going to help you get to these places. So if you're trying to learn languages, you can't learn 5 languages at a time. It's not going to be possible. It's going to be very difficult. And so learn one at a time. Immerse yourself. Go travel to that country that speaks your language. Read books that, are in the language that you want to learn, in your target language, whatever it might be. And that goes for instruments, that goes for any topic that you want to get smart on, that you want to know about. Okay? So traveling is huge. You must do it, okay? Even if it's like in your own country. If you live, like I live in Canada, I can go to Montreal, learn French, and just see a different life. Or I can go up north and I can see how the indigenous live. I can see so many different cultures, even close to my house. So you can do it too. If you live in somewhere small, then even better. Other countries are probably closer to you. If you live in Europe, come on. No excuses for any of this stuff. And look at it. Think about European people. You think of them as cultured. Why are they cultured? Well, they're constantly exposed. Now, this might not be right all the time because I'm not from Europe, but they are more exposed to different cultures because everywhere is vastly different. Now, their architecture might be the same. There might be similarities. That's totally fine. But different languages are spoken, different traditions, different histories have all conglomerated in this crazy continent. And that has allowed other people to be open and to learn new things and better at speaking to people, better at relating to people. And at the end of the day, all human connection, all social connection is our ability to relate to others. Okay? And as you learn more, you're going to have more pop culture references, you're going to have more history references, and that's going to make you wittier, it's going to make you more charismatic, and it's going to make you an amazing conversationalist, which people love. We want to be around people that are fun to talk to, that know a lot of things, that ask a lot of questions. And that's where I'm going to get to the next point, and that is to listen and keep an open mind. In fact, listen more than you talk. Yeah, you can be cultured and be a know-it-all and just say a bunch of shit and spew out facts all the time, but nobody wants to be around somebody that's just like, oh, this thing, and just be a Poindexter. No, you want to be somebody that listens, asks really good questions, and gets more information. You want to be curious. You want to be dumb, okay? Retard maxing is a huge thing now, and it's just obvious, It's just ask more questions, be somebody who wants to learn, be more curious, and that is so easy. You don't even have to like the topic, just get started. And there's an amazing cowboy quote. It says, anything is interesting if you go deep enough into it. And so if you are talking to somebody and they're talking about something that you can't really relate to, but you start asking them more questions and you start getting deeper into it and you start to see the nuance and things, then you all will become more interested in it. So you don't have to be interested to get-go, but if you ask more questions, you will get there. Okay? So next is to discuss and reflect. Reflecting is a huge part of this. Write your own book as you live. That's why I want people to create their own YouTube channels, is so that they can document the process of their entire lives and see how they've changed over the years. Ideally, we all live to 100 and something really healthy, and we have all these amazing memories that we get to remember and get to pass on to our kids, get passed on to 20 years down the line. Different generations are going to watch our YouTube videos and be like, damn, I wish I got to live the life that this guy did. He got to live out of his car. He got to live in different cities. He got to learn different languages. That's what I want. And as the world changes so fast and things happen so quickly, some of this stuff won't be reality anymore. Things are going to change. So reflect, write it on your computer. You don't have to journal by hand, but I like by hand. Though I have a note here saying write more clearly, which is something that I think we can all do. If you don't practice writing a lot, your writing has probably gone to shit. So journal, document your whole thing, and discuss. So discuss breeds debate, and debate breeds new perspectives and understanding and conviction in your own understanding, and helps you build your own taste, aesthetic, and style. And so to do this, you must talk to other people. And when I say other people, I mean talk to everybody. Talk to the Filipino janitor, talk to the CEO boss, talk to whoever, and just ask them the same questions that you would ask anybody, and talk to them the same that you would talk to anybody, and see what their perspective on life is. And you'll notice that as you talk to different people, whatever path and journey they're on, they'll have the same lessons. Real wisdom all meets at the end, I think. And no matter what you study, no matter what you learn, no matter what you do, if you are on your path, if you are on your purpose, you will get to the same conclusions as everyone else will. And that's why reading is so helpful. It's like you can get to conclusions faster, and that will help you build your own path and build your own ideas in how this life is supposed to be lived. So the last one that I have here is to be adventurous and optimistic. I don't know. I know why people are pessimistic these days, and it's really sad to see people being like, "Oh, this is the worst time to live in. Like, I can't believe it. Trump did this, the government did this, and like everybody's against me, things like that." And it's like, I get it, I understand it, but there's nothing you can do about it. And the quicker you can realize that there's some things that you cannot control, and all you can control is how you and your life plays out, then you're on your way to having an amazing, extraordinary, exciting life. And to be adventurous, you must do things that are scary. You have to put yourself out there. You have to put yourself out there to be wrong. You have to put yourself out there to break your own heart, to get hurt, to feel the highest highs. You have to be willing to risk it for the biscuit, okay? So be adventurous, be optimistic, and always try to see other people's perspectives, okay? So that was a pretty good summary of things. There's a lot more to talk about in becoming cultured. What books should you read? What movies, films, what do I recommend? How can you dress well? How can you do these things? And if you're interested in any of that, leave a comment down below. And if you like this video and this topic, then let me know, okay? Always remember to rep the set. I'll see you in the next one.